Hello and welcome to Cooking Time with Chris. I was going to show you my world famous recipe for the Buffalo Omelette, but unfortunately we're out of eggs. But to your own enjoyment, I will still make it without the eggs. It'll just be with the meat and all the special sauces that comes with it. So right now, I'm going to let you know what I'm cooking up is that I got 2 hot dogs and half of a Portuguese sausage in there and about a little bit of jalapenos in there. And I had just started this up, so most of it is just cooking up right now. And one by one, I'll introduce you all to every single ingredient I'm going to throw in there next. First, the all-famous Tabasco. Just like to throw a little dabs in there. I know, trust me, I do eat this. Next is actually a really special one. Hooters Hot Sauce with Tabasco peppers. This is something that my dad was able to acquire when he actually went on a Hooters golf tournament. So he was able to purchase some, and gotta tell you, it's one of the best things I've ever had in a while. And I got this one, Tapatio. It's a very interesting one. It's not really too spicy, but it gives a lot of flavor, and I love that. How that flavor really enriches everything kind of thing. That's why I choose that one a lot. Chipotle. Real simple. And this one is also one with just a bunch of food. This next one I'm not too familiar with. It's actually kind of new to me. If you guys ever heard of it, called Sriracha Hot Chili Sauce. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correct, but this one is the intense heat that everyone loves. And finally, just so it can at least taste a little bit good, not too hot, not too bad, is that I'm taking the Hunt's original BBQ sauce. Just a small little drip or two, just so it has a nice little texture to it. And usually, I just like to hand mix it. Let it get it going a little bit. Constantly keep stirring it. And let it sit for a while. Now, here's the things for the milk. And eggs and peppers and a garlic salt. All that would be mixed in with the eggs. So I usually use about 3 eggs, about a little splash of milk. It's not too much milk. Milk is just to help make the eggs fluffier, because when it starts absorbing all of the extra sauces in it, it actually makes it a lot more flatter. So you'd add a little bit of milk, makes it more fluffy. Then I would go and add some pepper. Pepper is for flavoring. Garlic salt. It actually makes it a nice little twist to it. And after it's all cooked, settled in, done, one of my personal favorite things to do afterward is to throw on all the same sauce that I just used and put it on top of the eggs, and also put a little bit of cheese. Now, it could be whatever kind of cheese you like. You could use the cheddar cheese. You could just use strips of American cheese. Heck, you can even use, like, easy cheese and just spray it right out of the can. Anything is good with it. So, we'll give you a little up and up on what our little plate looks like right now. Nice cooking. And now all the flavors are really getting accentuated. I mean, It's probably hard to see because of the camera, but this has a nice golden brown look. The jalapenos are really absorbing all the flavors from the sauces too, and the jalapenos give it a nice little kick at the end. So when this is all completed and done, I usually drink it with a nice glass of milk. You can have whatever you want, orange juice, whatever. It's just something to help cool down your mouth after, because your first few bites with it, you'll be like, this has great taste, great flavor, and it's really good in texture. Then after you get about middle ways, you'll be like, okay, here's the heat. This is where it starts really kicking in a little bit more. And then when it comes down to those final bites, then you're like, that was probably one of the best but hottest meals I've had in a while. It's not too hot, actually. It's just, it's a really interestingly hot spice to have as a breakfast item. Something to really wake you up in the morning, kind of thing. So, I'm going to say thank you for joining me on my cooking time. I would really like to show you what the end results will look like, but unfortunately, since I don't have the eggs, I can't. But thank you for joining me, and hope you enjoy it. Oh, and one other key thing. You know, I just used hot dogs and sausages, but really, you could use whatever kind of meat you want. You can use bacon, you can use anything you like. Corned beef hash, sure. It's all good. It's just whatever flavorings that you like. For me, I particularly just like hot dogs and the Portuguese sausage. You can have Spam, go right ahead. Do whatever you want. So, enjoy life and happy eatings.